What's up, guys? So today is Monday, July 6th. So hopefully you all had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. But it's Monday now, so it's the next week, and we'll be going to train in about two and a half hours. So I wanted to show you all what my pre-training meal looks like as of today and what it's probably going to look like for the foreseeable future. So as you can see, it's one of these typical microwavable meals that you can find in the store. This particular one this is my first time trying it. I actually got it at Costco. It's a chicken teriyaki meal, so that's pretty common when it comes to these microwavable meals. And the reason why I'm getting this meal as pre-training is for two main reasons. Number one, I'm usually not that hungry in the morning, so I don't really eat that much. I've only had about 70 grams of protein or so, about 140 grams of carbs, and maybe 20 fat. So I like to have about half of my calories worth pre-training or before training. So for me right now, that's about 1,500 calories. And this meal, again, the reason why I'm getting this meal pre-training is because it's higher on calories and it's a lot less filling. So it's not super high in fiber. It's not, sweet potatoes, things like that. It's easier to digest for me anyways, because white rice, I can never seem to get enough white rice. So this is about 25 grams of protein, 70 carbs, and I think less than 7 grams of fat. So for me, for my macronutrient goals, this is perfect as far as pre-training goes. And of course, the second reason why I would consider eating a microwavable food or dish pre-training is because of the sodium content. So obviously, sodium is used as a preservative. However, the reason why you want to make sure you consume enough sodium pre-training is because it helps with muscle contractions. And obviously, in terms of powerlifting, weightlifting, weight training, any facet of that, you're going to want to make sure you consume adequate sodium in order to enhance or maintain an adequate amount of muscle contraction or contractions. So those are the two main reasons why I consume a microwavable meal pre-training about 2 hours before training. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and then I will see you all in the gym in about 2 hours. What's up, everyone? Rodrigo here. And in this video, I want to go ahead and cover something that happened on this particular training session. So this was last Monday, the 6th of July. Today's actually the 13th that I'm doing the voiceover, so it's been about a week. Well, it's been a week. And I'll be honest with you, this training session did not move the way I wanted to. So you're taking a look at my top set, which is 155 kilos or 341 pounds. And it was supposed to be a top set of 5 reps, but I actually cut it short at 4 reps. So what was happening essentially was I was losing my scapular depression after every single rep. I was essentially slipping and not maintaining my position through each and every rep, so I felt even more loose and unstable. So I just felt that it would be the smarter thing to cut the set short instead of trying to force a 5th and final rep and potentially hurt myself, because my left pec was also a little bit tight from the previous week's worth of training. For whatever reason, it just accumulated to that point. So I cut it, and I did some stretching, some activation movements for my shoulder and my pecs, and I felt much better. So I decided in that moment to proceed as if I had completed that top set for 5 reps, and did my back down or my back off work at the prescribed 90% of that top set. And I was actually able to move those back off sets quite well. Definitely moved better than the top set as far as being efficient and maintaining my position. So all in all, I was able to finish that session with a positive. Now, do I recommend this for anyone out there as far as if something goes wrong? Do you force the matter or just back off for that training session? Well, the answer is it depends. Now the safer answer would be yes, back off, don't push anything. There's absolutely no reason for you to force anything that's not there. However, if you're an experienced lifter and you recognize that the reason that you didn't execute properly was more of a technical reason versus a strength reason, then if you feel confident that you know what the underlying issue was and you can address it as far as technique, positioning, then go ahead and address it with the subsequent sets, back-offs, weights, whatever it is that you're doing. Now, obviously this is just generalizations. It's not specific, individualized advice or suggestions for anyone, but I've been doing this for 8 years now, so I'm very in tune with my body. I can recognize what the underlying issue is after the fact, sometimes even during, and I'm able to make adjustments and then go back and implement those adjustments and move forward. So it's going to depend on the individual, but if you want to stay on the safer side, I would recommend that you just back off and don't push anything that's not there on that particular day. What's up, everyone? Today is Wednesday, day 3 of the week, or of the training cycle of the week. I already screwed that up. So today I've got a pretty easy day. 5 triples on the tempo high bar squats, RPE 6, so keeping things very low, very light in terms of intensity. Today and even tomorrow for low pin press, because our heavier days are on Friday and Saturday. So I just got done warming up. I'm gonna take the bar right now and walk you guys through it. So I'm anticipating better than last week. If my quad feels better, hopefully it does. It does right now. So I'd like to finish, or at least take on one set at 170. So 3 reps, 374 pounds for a triple. Whether it's a top set or even a first set would be incredible, but we'll see how the quad's feeling, we'll see how I'm feeling, and go from there. So to finish off this video, basically just like I said in the previous clip, what I decided to do on this session is implement pyramid sets. So we start lighter and work our way up, depending if we feel better, or if we feel worse, we stay there, or even drop the weight down. So as the sets progressed, I started to feel much better. Also, most likely because I was implementing some dynamic movements in between my actual squat sets, focusing on knee flexion and extension, so driving a lot of blood flow into my knees and quads or patella tendon. So I honestly think that helped. So I was actually able to work up to a top set of 175 kilos. So this was actually my 4th set, and I was scheduled 5 triples, but I decided to just stop there with the 175 kilo for the 4th triple, or the 4th ascending set. And I did this because I felt that I had not only achieved the goal for the day, but I actually surpassed it by 5 kilos. So in some cases, like I mentioned earlier, you want to play it safe, you want to back down. In other cases, you want to, if you can address whatever the underlying issue is in that moment or in that particular training session, then address it and move forward. So in this day, I felt very confident and very happy with finishing my tempo work with 175 kilos. So I just proceeded to move on with the supplemental work, specifically aimed or geared towards my hamstrings and adductors. As a form of rehab, obviously, because my quad and adductor are still not 100%. So I'm definitely devoting a lot more attention to those areas moving forward. So that's going to be the end of this video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed and would like to see future content. See you guys.